This Bitcoin relief rally will be inevitable, and after that, all of the signals are looking very dangerous for Bitcoin. In the short term, it is still looking good, so need to be talking about this exactly and much more in today's update video. This one is definitely one you do not want to miss, so as always, let's get started with a shorter time frame. And in a shorter time frame, I do think that definitely a relief rally is on the table and is pretty likely. Bitcoin has been falling to the downside by a lot, but right now we are finding ourselves a somewhat of a bottom, somewhat of a local bottom. Like I've been saying, was going to be inevitable. I was pretty vocal about a bit of a local, shorter time frame bottom getting created, and yes, that is exactly what has been happening right now. We are bouncing from off this level of support, and all of these signals are still very good. Bitcoin USD longs have been opening up on the Bitfinex exchange. Whales have been opening up long positions, and this has always been confluencing with a bit of a local bottom getting formed. On top of that, all of the liquidity is still piling up on the top side, and Bitcoin usually does tend to go to the place where the majority of the liquidity is sitting at. Right now it's sitting at the top side, so that is also looking quite bullish. We are bouncing from massive levels of support, like this upturning level of support over here, like this massive weekly time frame level of support, previous resistance turning into support right now, and we have been in a very long period of extreme fear. We have been seeing extreme fear for a pretty long time, and this is usually always also confluencing with a bit of a local bottom, with a bit of a shorter time frame bottom, to say the least. On top of that, we have been seeing capitulation in the shorter time frame. Short-term holder supply and profit loss ratio has been hitting absolute point lows, and whenever you see capitulation, this is also always confluencing with a local bottom getting formed. The USDT dominance is also reaching a massive level of resistance, and if we do reject from of this level, all of this money will start to flow from stablecoins back into Bitcoin, back into crypto again. So that is also quite bullish. And on top of that, of course, we have been breaking down below the 50 weekly moving average, and as a result, in that longer time frame, I've been getting a lot more bearish at the exact tops, and I've been getting, a lot more vocally bearish in the longer time frame on Bitcoin. But also, because we have been breaking down below the 50 weekly moving average, officially we are trading inside of a bear market. But whenever we initially start to break down of the 50 weekly moving average for the first time, we always see that relief rally back to the 50 weekly moving average, and then we see a further continuation to the downside. So yes, this is one thing that I will say. I do think that that relief rally back to the 50 weekly moving average is going to be quite inevitable, whatever will happen with that imminent short term for Bitcoin. I mean, having a look into that imminent short term for Bitcoin, we could still go down to grab the lows, create a bullish divergence on this level of support, and then see the push to the upside. That would definitely not be all too surprising for me. Definitely in that imminent short term on the 4-hourly time frame, we can still definitely see some pushes to the downside. But inevitably, I do think that that relief rally is going to be inevitable, and we are going to be seeing that retest to the 50 weekly moving average of this moving average right over here, which is going to be sitting approximately at that 102k level. Now, on top of that, we also have another confluencing signal. We have this chart right over here, because we have been creating some kind of a distribution, some kind of an ascending channel for this bull market again, just like we have been doing in the last bull market, and it is looking actually pretty similar. It is looking very similar. We've been seeing a double top getting formed, arguably, with our initial push and our initial bottoming out range, and we have been seeing an ascending channel being formed both of these times. Then we've been seeing a bear market starting with us breaking down below the 50 weekly moving average with massive topping out signals, just like we have seen right over here. Then we initiated and started the bear market, but after tagging this level of support, we still got one push to the upside to retest that 50 weekly moving average, to retest massive levels of previous support turning into resistance, and then we rolled over back even lower into the bear market. Then we went even lower. So I would not be surprised to see the same exact thing happening all over again, with us being supported right now from this level of support from this ascending channel, then seeing that recovery and relief rally to the upside, and then arguably roll over even lower. Now, this is not a given. I do not know if we're gonna roll over even lower because we need to reevaluate that later, but this is our initial plan right now. Of course, this can change day by day, so keep that one in mind. But for now, for that shorter time frame, yes, I'm going to be expecting that relief rally, okay? In that imminent short term, we could still grab the lows. That is definitely on the table. But then inevitably, I think we are going to be headed even higher, and we are going to be tagging the 100K again. After that, I do think it is going to be looking very dangerous, and we need to be warned, definitely for sure. But guys, one thing is going to be for certain. If you're going to be getting interested in trading yourself, make sure to check out that second link down below because you can claim a free 50 USDT bonus, 40,050 USDT in rewards with that link down below. The only thing you need to do for the 50 USDT is sign up with that link down below. No deposit, no KYC is required. On top of, yeah, like you can see, new users will receive a 50 USDT bonus. And there's a huge deposit campaign. All the details are listed over here. You can get up to 30K USDT in deposit bonuses. And also there's a trading dash for trading volume, which is definitely pretty easily achievable. Now, make sure to check out all of the terms and conditions with that link down below. Definitely, this is important to be checking out before registering on the exchange. But one thing is going to be for certain, this huge deposit bonus and this huge giveaway that 2bit is hosting, it's definitely very valuable to check out. Also, you can be getting some trading fee discounts. You can get instant VIP tiers just by signing up with that link down below. Make sure to check it out. Okay, so in a longer time frame, yeah, I've been very bullish throughout the entirety of the bull market. Right now, in the imminent short term, I'm getting a little bit more bullish again, but generally, I'm a lot more bearish right now because I do think that we are headed for a bear market and we're going to be headed even lower, like I've been explaining many times at the tops, right? Because all of the signals we have been getting were just blatantly obvious. Now, yeah, I do think that we're going to be continuing even lower right now. That is why I've been drawing this red box over here, because all of these signals have been obvious, right? We've been reaching the far right end of the 4-year cycle where we have, historically speaking, always been peaking out at, like you can see right over here. Altcoins have been popping up, like Zcash. They've been pumping. They've been seeing their exit pump. They've been seeing their scam pump to the upside right at the end of the cycle. Again, 4-year cycle peak, 4-year cycle end. MVR VZ score, so on-chain indicators, have also been indicating a peak by this downtrending level of resistance, which you should always draw on-chain indicators. They should always have a downtrending level of resistance. Also on the apparent demand, we have seen our initial spike after that bearish divergences being created. And yeah, this has been indicating the end of this bull market. OG whales have been selling off all of their Bitcoins, like you can see right over here. So historically speaking, we have always seen about a minus 70% correction. So that is what I will be expecting exactly. I am going to be having a look into lower accumulation levels. I will be utilizing a dollar cost averaging strategy to accumulate at these lower levels right over here. And definitely the 200 weekly moving average is going to be a very important line to be keeping in mind. Anything below the 200 weekly moving average is going to be a great buy. So that is where I'm going to be watching out for myself. Anyways, for the shorter time frame, like I have said, maybe in that longer time frame, I'm very bearish, but in a shorter time frame, well, I do still expect this relief rally. And also, one thing that I will say is that we need to reevaluate later whether we're indeed going to be rolling over into the bear market, or if we can see a lengthened cycle, break back above the 50 weekly moving average, and see a super cycle this time around, and see a continuation of the bull market. So we will need to reevaluate that later once we get to that point, once we get to the 100K level. Anyways, with that being said, check out all of the links down below. Today, I'm hosting an event in my private Telegram group, which you can join for free with that link down below. I'm going to be having a look into the entire markets, so definitely make sure to join tonight. And anyways, with that being said, this was it for me in today's update video, and I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.